time for that Duke versus UNC game, and Duke about to beat K.
Hey, man, look. Duke is favored, but, bro, we're liable to win it, too, man. It's a rivalry game, and we're home. Like, come on.
We got too much talent for y'all, bro.
Too much talent's not everything, dude. You remember back in 2012 when y'all came to our house and won? We had way more talent than y'all.
Until the ball went through the basket after the end of the game.
True, but I'm sorry. They ain't got enough for us, kid. Like, and we just got Trevor Keels back. That's more weapons for us.
Look, I like Trevor, one, because of the name, two, because of the game. But we still got some weapons of our own. We still got Caleb Love, Amanda Baycott, and company. Come on, bro.
Brady Manick in the game for the first time, the Oklahoma transfer. He can shoot the ball. Baycott has the offensive rebound, ball right in his hands. Good hands by Caleb Love. Creates the turnover. He's ahead of the field. Bounds it down.
Kansas City, baby. G Academy down there near where I live. Great sports programs.
So you think that's going to stop Duke starting five? Or, I'm sorry, the best five. Like, you put out Trevor Keels, A.J. Griffin, Wendell Moore,
Paolo Banchero,
and Mark Williams. That's an all-star lineup right there, champ.
So far in the ballgame, Paolo Banchero being guarded by Keon Brooks Jr. There's the finish. There's the strength for Trevor Keels. Keels for three. He has so many ball handlers. He's more athletic. He's shooting it much better and far more explosive. And Mike Krzyzewski was saying that what a play, block. They want him in that read spot in the short corner. Good pass.
So Duke has a good team for sure, but it's always liable to come down to the wire between the two teams.
That's fair. Like, this is one of the best rivalries in all of sports, at least arguably. I think
Exactly, bro. No matter the talent disparity, you won't see too many blowouts in this series.
Yeah, actually, keep it a stack with you. The overall win-loss, like the record, yeah, UNC's winning that 141 to 114. Talking about wins at least. But in Coach K's tenure, well, we're winning because now we're out 48 to 44. So again, Coach K is better, and we're actually about to get 50 because we got to play them 2 more times. So
Y'all are not.
We'll see how this goes.
Y'all are not getting 50, bro. But it's crazy how the new era's coming in. We're about to see John Shire versus Hubert Davis going forward. That's wild. No more Coach K and that voice.
So I gotta say, it is gonna be interesting to see how this new era kind of ushers in.
Dude, it changed. The whole sports world is changing.
Bro, so many different changes in all of sports nowadays. It's wild. Dude, let's real quick. Let's take a trip down memory lane and watch some of the old Duke and UNC highlights. You won't have to need more like this.
North Carolina, Duke, Chapel Hill, Durham. For as long as there's been college basketball, this rivalry, it seems, has had the ability to bring in even the most casual of the sports fans. This Tobacco Road showdown between two North Carolina powers, separated by less than 10 miles, has featured over 240 games and countless top moments in the ACC. We'll highlight some of the best between the Tar Heels and the Blue Devils on this edition of Stadium Rivals. January 24, 1920 marked the first matchup between Duke and North Carolina. The teams would meet at least once a year ever since. With the establishment of the Atlantic Coast Conference in 1953, 49 of the 78 regular season championships have gone to either the Tar Heels or the Blue Devils. And in all of the NCAA, Carolina ranks third in wins, with the Blue Devils coming in fourth. So when did the rivalry become the game's premier matchup as we know it today? Many give credit to one moment in 1961 for the heat that ignited this rivalry. The earliest inkling of a rivalry between the schools occurred on February 4, 1961. A hard foul on UNC's Larry Brown by Duke's Art Heyman resulted in a huge brawl between the two teams. The bad blood has been palpable in these battles ever since. But it was the explosion of cable TV in the mid-'80s that pushed this rivalry into the galactic levels it enjoys now. With two of the game's all-time top coaches on the bench, Duke's Mike Krzyzewski and North Carolina's Dean Smith, overseeing the start of the modern era of this rivalry. North Carolina had a man named Michael Jordan for this game in 1983, and Duke had no answer. The proverbial GOAT dropped 32 points, 7 rebounds, and 5 assists in this one, perhaps his best game against the Blue Devils, foreshadowing his featured dominance of the sport. UNC had owned Duke and Coach K, who took over the program in 1980. But in 1984, he grabbed his first signature win over the Tar Heels. UNC was undefeated in ACC play and beat Duke twice in the regular season. Duke held its 40-32 halftime edge in the ACC tournament semifinal, holding on for a 77-75 win over MJ and number 1 North Carolina. Christian Laettner closed out his senior year on March 8, 1992, with 26 points and 8 rebounds in an 89-77 win for number 1 Duke over number 16 North Carolina. Just a few weeks later, Laettner and the Blue Devils would win their second straight national championship. Dean Smith and UNC rose to number 1 in the country for this game against number 6 Duke in 1993. Donald Williams' 27-point performance led North Carolina to the 83-69 win. The Tar Heels would supplant Duke as national champions in the 1993 NCAA tournament. You'll remember this one from 1995. That, of course, is Jeff Capel hitting one of the most iconic shots in this rivalry to force double OT. But what you may not know, UNC won that game 102-100 as Jerry Stackhouse and Rasheed Wallace each contributed 25 points in the win. Number 12 Duke was on a 7-game losing streak in the rivalry on January 29, 1997. This would be Trajan Langdon's moment for Duke, scoring off for 28 points in the 80-73 win. This would be Dean Smith's final season in the rivalry before announcing his retirement that October. Jason Williams, now known as Jay, was en route to Duke's third national championship in 2001. In this game against UNC from March 3rd, Williams ripped off 33 points, including 7 3-pointers, to lead number 2 Duke to a 95-81 win over number 4 North Carolina. Roy Williams turned UNC's program around in 2 short years and came into this game in 2005, looking for its first outright ACC crown since 1993. With J.J. Redick and Sheldon Williams leading Duke, it was the Tar Heels' Sean May who stuffed the stat sheet with 26 points and 24 rebounds for number 2 UNC's 75-73 win over number 6 Duke. The Tar Heels would win a 4th national title later that month. UNC's Tyler Hansborough may have had better games against Duke, but this was his most memorable. After taking an elbow from Duke's Gerald Henderson, Hansborough ended up with a bloody nose, stoking more ire from UNC fans. He finished with 26 points and 17 boards in number 8 UNC's 86-72 win. In the 2011-2012 season, number 9 Duke came back from the dead. Down 10 with just over 2 minutes left on the clock, Duke went on an insane run, ending with Austin Rivers doing this.
He will take the shot. Will he make the bleed?
Duke never led in the game till the very end, winning on UNC's home floor. A 13-point lead in the first half for Duke and a 10-point lead for UNC in the second half marked the momentum swings in this 2015 showdown. but it was Tyus Jones and his 9 points over the final 126 of regulation that led the Blue Devils to OT and eventually a 92-90 victory. This is just a sampling of what Duke and North Carolina has meant for the state, the sport, and the sporting public as a whole. Collectively, they mark excellence in the ACC and in the game. UNC holds a 137-111 edge all time, ahead of a competition that's still alive and well heading into 2019. Fans of college basketball have to appreciate what the Tar Heels and Blue Devils have given the sport, making it an indelible matchup that we broke down right here on Stadium Rivals.
Was Coach K's last road UNC game? This should be a good one. Hopefully. Yeah, bro. And Duke's about to win. Matter of fact, I'm not going to put the bad juju on. Man, I just want to see a good game. But facts. Let's go Tar Heels. Let's go Duke.
We believe we can win this basketball game. And, down to the last few seconds, we believe we can win. That's our, we fought the whole time. We stayed in there, and some good things happened.
As you can see, we're at the back end of the show. No pun intended, but look, hope you all enjoyed it. And before you go, please subscribe to the YouTube channel, follow the IG account, share the content to anybody who's anybody. And most importantly, leave your thoughts and comments below. But I got to go back and play Buddy in 2K, so let me unmute him